Welcome to MyLITV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. MyLITV starts now.
We are at Old Bethpage Village Restoration in Old Bethpage, Long Island. We are celebrating Thanksgiving because this year President Lincoln has made it a national holiday. It's 1863, and this is the first time since the Pilgrims that it's been America-wide. There have been regional celebrations on different dates, but it was Mr. Lincoln who finally decided to make it a national holiday, and we're very grateful for that. We're preparing the Thanksgiving food the way it would have been prepared around the year 1863. We're doing open hearth cooking. We're roasting the turkey on something called a tin kitchen. Down at the Powell Farm, they are doing all the pies in a beehive oven. And very modern Mrs. Layton in the store behind me has a stove, and she's doing a lot of stovetop cooking, much to the envy of her other villagers. We've got a man who's making lanterns because we're going to be, open at night in a few weeks. The blacksmith is working. The hat maker, who made this nice hat for me, plug for him, is also working, and we've got children's stories going on. Everything to help celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday. Every day we put out hoop sticks and bean bags, which are, the Nintendo of the 19th century. Before they invented, Game Boy or Xbox, they were chasing wooden hoops and throwing bean bags at targets.
I'm here with my grandchildren. We came for the day. I took my kids when they were younger here, and now that we're into the next generation, I'm bringing my grandchildren.
Right now we're standing in the Layton General Store. It's actually the home of John and Mary Ann Layton, and as well as their actual general store. So think Target, Walmart, just 160 years ago. The house is built in 1866. That's when we have it restored to. Right now you're standing in my kitchen. It is the most modern kitchen in the entire village. It's very much like the kitchens we have today. I have a stove. I have an oven that heats up in less than an hour. I have got running water in the house. I also have an ice box to be able to put all my Thanksgiving leftovers in. And believe me, we had tons of them. Today we've been doing lots of cooking, mostly leftover cooking. I've done some turkey stew. We had turkey pie, as well as frying up some ham and a Thanksgiving favorite, succotash. It's actually an Indian name, means little bits. It was little bits of corn, little bits of lima bean.
Down there is the most expensive item in the store. It's a washing machine.
Oh, washing machine.
Cost $13.50. But that was about 3 weeks' pay for the average workman. Average pay was somewhere between 50 cents and $1 a day.
You are standing in the Powell farmhouse. This is the only house on the Old Bethpage Village Restoration that was built right here on the property. Started out in 1740 with 3 rooms. It's been expanded over 5 generations to a 19-room farmhouse. This is a beehive oven. We are going to bake later, and in order to do that, we have to heat our oven for 4 hours. We've been heating this since about 10 o'clock this morning. What they did to check and see if the oven was ready to bake is you would put your arm in the oven, and if a woman can keep their arm in the oven for 10 seconds and not burn the hair or the skin, it was ready to bake.
Okay.
Mock cherry pie. This is a typical place setting, the way the family would have had a Thanksgiving table set. You would have had the pineapple, which is welcoming with fruit, and this is the family's fine china.
I think we like seeing how the different foods were made.
Yeah.
That was very
It's
interesting.
completely different, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I like seeing how the blacksmith made like the fire and all that. That was cool.
Here in the Williams house, which is restored to about 1861, right now in the kitchen where we are getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner, roasting a turkey and making a pie and a chicken and a whole bunch of other stuff. Our turkey's in something called a tin kitchen or a reflector oven. He is roasting on a spit, earliest form of really rotisserie. Cooks from the front, but he also cooks from a reflection off of the back. So you turn him, but just to keep him cooking evenly. Gets a really nice brown outside and he stays super, super juicy. You could also put some vegetables down on the bottom, which would let them cook in the drippings of the turkey, get a really good flavor. Catches those drippings and you can actually use those for your gravy. If you didn't have a tin kitchen, you could cook your poultry on a string. This is just a little chicken, but you could also do your turkey, anything big on there. Once he starts spinning, he'll reach a point and turn around all on his own. Just hang him near the fire. I've got a drip can underneath, catches juices. Works just the same as the tin kitchen, so it gets nice brown outside and stays nice and juicy. We've also got a pie in the Dutch oven. If you didn't want to heat up your big beehive oven, use a Dutch oven which gets coals under it, coals on top, and just makes a little tiny oven.
I mean, we were just saying how we have the freedom of having hot and cold running water and bathrooms and heat, you know. So it's an interesting perspective.